distance does make the heart grow fonder, especially when it comes to culture, home, and I can vouch for it. I see my son, who's in the US for the last 3 years, studying there in Boston, and many of these kids in these episodes also are studying in different countries. And same boy, we kept telling him, please cook something, take care of your clothes, wash your clothes, don't throw things around. Nothing worked, right? And like any other parent, we were equally frustrated, saying, "Ye chal kya raha hai," right? But today, like a couple of days back, he sends me a picture of him having made kadai paneer. He knows how to make parathas. He knows how to literally cook the entire Indian menu, right? Takes care of his own clothes and everything, which everyone does, so it's not anything any different. But I think how they transform, and the most interesting part is when he comes home, he just loves home food. So the fight with the Loki and Taravi is over, and love for home food is so manifest when you've not had it or not had it for a long time. So whenever I see, for example, Durga Puja, any film around that, I want to be there. I want to be part of that celebration, right? It is just real. It has nothing to do with this generation. Every generation connects back to festivals, culture, home, in a way which it doesn't change. Only the form changes, right? The other thing is interesting thing is that this word called what are my boundaries? What is your boundary? It didn't exist. We never understood it, and sometimes I feel maybe nicely so, because when I hear people setting play dates for children, I feel like our homes were always like ready for people to come in and go out, and I used to like walk into my friends home anytime. So I guess the boundaries were a lot lower, and that's something I do celebrate a lot more about our generation, where we probably didn't think so much, but it's good to have boundaries, and I think as long as it gives every person, including you around you, happiness, right? Having those boundaries. So it's a nuanced topic. I'm not sure I'm fully in agreement with setting very hard boundaries, right? Because that also limits what life has to offer you, isn't it? Like, if I don't cross my boundaries, if you don't cross your boundaries, who knows what's on the other side, right? And then comes breakups. I must tell you a very funny story I remember, right? So a friend of mine had a breakup with a girl who's never met him, because in his mind, in those back in the day, he dated that girl, and like one day she was dating somebody else, and like he was very morose, saying, "Oh, I had a breakup," and like we were ribbing him, and finally it turned out saying that he had never met the girl, never spoken to her. So those were also classified as breakups in back in the day, but now I can't get over it outside my head when I see that reel, which went quite viral, saying if you're done with your ex, move on to the next, right? I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I think it's an interesting take on relationships, where you move on to the next once you're done with the ex, and how it plays out, I have no idea, right? Because relationships, these kind of things play out over a long period of time in life. But equally, I think there should be no taboo in either loving someone deeply or breaking up with someone nicely, hopefully, right? So these kids are talking about everything, and a lot of it for us to learn from, as we also shape our lives. We are at least I am in the middle of my life, right? And there's so much that I take away, I think about as I hear these conversations. So one more fascinating episode of Secret Life of Teenagers. Looking forward to the next one.
Slot is the truth, now open your eyes. Slot, Delhi edition on the beat. Secret life of teens, where the real ones meet. From silence to shouts, from lows to peace. We talk it, we live it, we don't hide, we speak. More.